the topic about the function in C programming. And before seeing the definition of the function, first we know why we need the function in C programming. When the programmer trying to execute the complex program, and if the programmer want to simplify the program, means that time they have to use the function. Suppose if the programmer want to use some code repeatedly or want to execute some kind of statement repeatedly, means in that situation the programmer need to use the function. Or suppose the programmer going to write the big program or the complex program, means that time the programmer need to use the functions. Now we are going to see why what is function. Function is nothing but it's a self-contained program segment that carries out some specific well-defined task. So here we are having some set of statement. That statement will execute some specific task, means which is called as functions. And here this function will take the data from the main function and it will return the output to the particular main functions. So here the function will take the data from the main function and return the output to the particular main functions. And there are two types of functions are available. The first one is a library function and second one is a user-defined functions. Library function, which is nothing but it is an inbuilt function which is available in C program. So here while you are installing the C language, that the library function automatically will be included in that particular exe file. So whenever you are writing the program, you may use some set of keywords that with that keyword that library function will be executed. For example, printf statement, scanf statement and the if statement, etc, etc. And second one is the user defined functions. So here sometimes the programmer will try to write his own program, or sometimes the programmer will try to explain his own requirement, means that time he will use the user defined function. So user defined function is nothing but the user can define their own function according to their need. So here this user defined function is can written by the user and the name also given by the user, and all tasks which is related to the particular function which is done by the user. And here the user can use his own requirement on that particular function, so that we can call it as a user defined function. For example, sum of something, or you can use any other name like add or multiplication or division, any name you can use it, but you can write your own requirements, so that we can call it as a user defined functions. Okay. And here while you are implementing function concept, we need to have three important elements. So without these elements, that functions program will not be executed. Or if you are missing any one of elements in this, then definitely the function program will not be executed and you will not get the better output. So there are three elements we are going to use in function when you are writing. The first one is a function declaration, and second one is a function definition, and third one is a function call. If you are missing any one of these elements, definitely you will get some error, or the function program will be incomplete. First we are going to see about the function declaration. So function declaration is nothing but it is a normal declaration which we are going to declare inside the main function. For example, if you are going to write a C program, means you will declare some kind of variable in that main function. Similarly, you are going to declare the function name in that main function, which is called function declaration. Okay. And here the syntax of the function declaration, the return type and the function name. Inside the bracket you need to use the arguments, and how many arguments we need, you can use that argument inside the function name. So return type is nothing but whether you are going to use the integer, or whether you are going to use the float, or whether you are going to string. So any kind of return type, or we can say that is a, we can call it as a data type like that. Okay, and the function names, the name which is given by the user. For example, user can give his own name, or user can give his name which is really he wanted, like add, etc., subtraction, or some summation, etc., etc. And argument means what are the parameters we are going to execute for the particular function. So we are going to use the parameter, so that parameter can be mentioned in the arguments. So here the example for the function declaration, and the return type is integer, and the type of the function name is add, and inside the parameter we are using integer x, integer y, like that. Similarly, you can use the another method like int space add, inside the bracket you can use int. So these two int which is mentioned in the argument that we are going to use. And second one is a function element. Second function element is function definitions. So here it is a process of specifying and establishing the user defined function. So in this function definition, user going to elaborate his own functions, and what are the requirements needed by the user, that will be explained in this function definition with the C programming codes. So here it is a syntax of this function definition. So first at the top of the function we need to mention the return type and the function names, and you need to mention the parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis you should mention the arguments that you are going to use it for the particular functions, and after that you should have a open parenthesis inside this function definition, and you can use the some kind of local variable declaration, body of the function, and return type, etc., etc. And finally you need to close the function definition. Okay, so with the open close parenthesis. Okay, so like this you can be able to mention the function definitions. So here in this function definition you will elaborate the all code, that codes will satisfy the user requirement. For example, if you want to perform some addition operation, means you can mention that kind of addition operation with the C code in this function definition. Like that you can mention the function definition. Okay, so this is an example for the function definition. So here the return type is integer. So because I am going to use some integer value in my function, so that I am mentioning here return type as an integer, and I am using the function name is add, and inside the parenthesis I am using two parameters like integer space a and integer space b, and inside the function I am using some kind of code like just local variable declaration like integer c, and here the C is going to perform the calculation like a plus b. Finally I am going to return the C. Okay, so here the return C, which is helping to return the output to the main function. Actually we are going to get the input from the main function, and this user defined function will return the output to the main function. Okay, so like that you can define the functions. Okay, and next one is the next important element is function call. So here the function can be called by this specific name of the function. Okay, so here this function call we will mention in it main program of the C. So main function of the C program, and we can use the function name as a function call. For example, if I am using the add as my function name is, I can use add. Suppose I am using a subtraction as my function name is, I can use it as a subtraction. Okay, so like that you can mention the name of the function. So here it is a syntax of the function call, function name and open and close parenthesis, and end of the function name you should mention the semicolon. You should mention the semicolon. So here when you are mentioning the function declaration, you should use the semicolon, and when you are mentioning the function definition, at the end of the function you should not use semicolon, but when you are using the function call you should use the semicolon at the end of the function name. So here the syntax is function name and open and close parenthesis. At the end of the function name, you should use the semicolon. And here we are having another method of the function call. So in this method, here suppose if I am using any parameters which is related to my function means, then I can use that parameter inside the parenthesis. And at the end of the function name, you should use semicolon also. Okay. And another type of syntax for function call is you should have a return value which is equal to function name. Okay, the function name which you are mentioning for the particular program. Okay, so here return value means here when you are using this kind of calling function, that calling function will call the particular function. Finally, it will return the output to the particular return value, and finally with the help of the return value, we will get the output for the user. Okay, and here is the example for the function call. The first example for only function name is just I can use it add, and inside the parenthesis I am not using any argument, because in this function I am not going to use any argument. In second example, I am using two types of argument like x comma y, and third type just I am mentioning the calling function, and this calling function which is assigned to the z variable. So here when I am using this kind of statement, that function directly call my function, and finally it will take the output value from that particular function, and it will store it into the z, and finally so that z variable will be print the output. Okay, so these are all the three important elements which is really needed for the function. So first element is function declaration, and second one is function definition, third one is the function call. Without these kind of elements, the function will not be executed. And again I am saying, if you are missing any one of element in this function program, means definitely the program will not be executed. You should use function declaration, and we should use function definition. Finally, you should use the function call. Okay, so now we are going to briefly elaborate about the function. We all know that in C programs, while we are beginning the C program, we should have a main function. Without main function, so there won't be any C program. So here, from this main program only, the data which is transferred to the user defined function, and finally that user defined function will return the output to the main function, and we can simply call this main function as a calling function, and the user defined function call it as a called function. Okay, so here the input will transfer from main function to user defined function, and the user defined function will transfer to output to the main function. Okay, so this is a diagram for or this is a syntax for the whole function. So here I am mentioning one header file, and I am using the main function. Inside the main function, just I am declaring the function name, like for example void function name, and next here itself I am using the function call, and finally here at the end of the main function I am using the function definition. Okay, suppose if my function name is add, means first I have to mention like void add, and function call like add, and finally function definition is like void function name, like add, void add, like that we can mention the functions. Okay, so in here with the help of the main function only, we are going to transfer the input to the user defined function, and from the user defined function we are going to transfer the output to the main function. Okay, so here is the simple example for some user defined function program. Okay, so here I mentioned here two header file. One is include stdio.h, and second one is include conio.h. So here stdio.h which is helping to getting the input and output value, and this header file which is belongs to the input printf statement and the scanf statement, and conio.h which is belongs to the clear screen and the getch statement. Okay, and next I have mentioned the void main function. I already told you, without void main function the function will be incomplete, so we should use the main function. After that, I am mentioning the two local variable like three local variable like c comma a comma b. So here I am declaring that variable, and below that variable declaration I have mentioned one function declaration. Okay, so here the declaration of the function name is add, and the data type of that particular function is integer, and inside the function I am using two argument like integer comma integer. Okay, because I am going to get the two input, so here I have mentioned that two input inside the function declaration. Okay, so after that I have mentioned the clear screen, which is helping to clear the output screen. And next I have mentioned the printf statement. With the help of this printf statement, I am getting the input value like a comma b. Okay, so here I am using the scanf statement. So this scanf statement, with the help of the scanf statement, I am getting the input value of a and b. So I already told this input which is going to transfer to the user defined function, and finally that user defined function will return the output to the main functions. Okay, and next of this scanf statement, here I am using the function call. So here c is equal to add of a comma b is the function call. So here I am assigning the function call to the c variable. So here the user defined function will transfer the output through this function call. Finally that output will save on the c variable. Finally I am going to print that c variable. So when I am trying to print the c variable, automatically the output will be printed on the output screen, and finally I am using the getch statement. Okay, so here this is the first part of the function program. In the whole first part, which is fulfilled by the main function. Okay, so this whole part which belongs to the main function. After completion of this first part, then I am mentioning this another part which is the program which is defined by the user. So here user wants to mention some kind of calculation part. That calculation done by his own user defined function. Okay, so here user given the name of the function is add. So here I am defining the function name like integer add, and inside the parenthesis I am using integer a1 comma integer b1. So here this a1 and b1 will get the input from the a and b. So here in main function I am going to get the two input value like a and b, and this a and b input value will transfer to the a1 and b1. So here the a value which is belong to the a1 and the b value which is belong to the b1, and inside the function definition I am mentioning like return of a1 plus b1. So here I am going to get some input from the main function, and this input value will be calculated like a1 plus b1. Finally I will get some kind of output. This output will be returned by the user defined function to the main function. Okay, I already told the main function, we can say that it is a calling function, and the user defined function we can say it as a called function. So here it is output of that particular function program. So here enter the value of a and b, then I am getting the input like 2 comma 3. So here I am getting the input through the main function. This input 2 and 3 which is transferred to the user defined function variable like a1 and b1. So here 2 is assigned to the a1 and 3 is assigned to the b1. This both value will be added together. Finally the output 5 is written to the main function. So I am getting the output is the sum is 5. Okay, the sum is 5. Okay, next type of functions. Okay, now we have seen about the what is meant by function and why you are using function, what are the elements we are used in function. So that everything we learned now. So now we are going to see about the type of the function. Okay, so here there are two types of function is there. One is the library function and second one is a user defined function. I already told the library function is an inbuilt function. While you are installing the exe file of the C program, automatically that inbuilt function will be included in particular exe file. So So for example, for the library function like printf statement, scanf statement, if statement, else statement, for statement, etc., etc. Okay, so whatever the inbuilt keyword, so that belongs to the library functions. Okay, so next we are going to elaborate the user defined function. Okay, so already we said, so user can define their own function according to their requirements. Okay, so and user can give the name of the particular function according to their own wishes. Okay, and this user defined function can be classified into four types. So these are the four types I have mentioned in this slide. First one is the function without arguments and without return type. Second one is the function with argument and without return type. Third one is a function with argument and with return type. And fourth one is a function without argument and with return type. Okay. So now I am going to generally explain what are these type of user defined function. First one is a without argument and without return type. That means that calling function so will not transfer any input to the call function, and the call function will not return any output to the calling function is the first type. And second type is the calling function will transfer the input value to the call function, but the call function will not transfer the output to the calling function. And the third one is the calling function will transfer the input to the called function, and the called function will not will transfer the output to the calling function. And the last type is the calling function will not transfer the argument or will not transfer the value to the call function, but call function will transfer the output to the calling function. Okay, so now we are going to elaborate these types of user defined function. First one is function without arguments and without return type. Function without argument and without return type. Okay, so here that there is no data transfer which takes place between the calling function and the called functions. So I already told the main program which is contains some kind of instruction which can be call it as a calling function, and the user defined function which is defined by the user, we can say it as a call functions. Okay, so here I already told in this type that main function or the calling function will not transfer any input to the called function, that means user defined function. Similarly, that user defined function will not transfer any output to the calling function, that means main function. Okay, so this is a diagram for this function without argument and without return types. Okay, so here in this diagram I have mentioned there is no input transfer to the user defined function, and there is no output which is transferred from the user defined function. Okay, so just we need to mention the function as such without any argument in this type. Okay, so here it is an example for the first type, function without arguments and without return type. Okay, so here in this program I have mentioned the two header file. Already I said that the stdio.h which is helping for printf statement and scanf statement, and the sconio.h which is mentioning for the getch and clear screen. Okay, so here in this void mention, that means calling function, we are just declaring the function name. So here I have declared the function name is void add, and after that I have mentioned the clear screen, and finally I am using just like a function call, like only add I am using. Okay, so here add is the function call, and in this function I am not using the any argument. I am not using any argument. Okay, so and right side I have mentioned the function definition for the add function. Okay, so here I have mentioned the void add, and inside the add function I have mentioned three variable, and one is for the output variable and two variables are the input variable, and next I am going to get that two input value for A and B. Finally I am going to perform the calculation like C is equal to A plus B, and finally I am going to print the output using the C. Okay, so here in this program clearly we are seeing we are not using any argument. So the calling function which is not transferring any input value to the called function. Similarly, there is no return statement. There is no return statement in user define function. So we can say that this called function will not transfer any output value to the calling function. Okay, so that means, so from main function to user define function, there is no data transfer. Similarly, user define function to main function, there is no data transfer. Okay, so this is the first type of function, user define function. That means function without argument and without return type. Okay, so here the output is just I am getting the input value of a and b like 2 and 3. Finally, I am getting the output is 5. Okay, and then now we are going to skip into the second type of the user define function. So here function with argument and without return type, with argument and without return type. Okay, so here the data transfer from the calling function to call function is there, but there is no data transfer from the called function to calling function. Okay, so we can say that the calling function will send some data to the called function, but that calling function will not receive any data from the call function. Okay, so again I am repeating, this main function we can call it as a calling function, and the user define function we can call it as a call function. Okay, so here this is a diagram for this function with argument and with return type. So in that that input value which is transferred to the user define function, but there is no output data which is transferred from the user define function to main function. That means calling function. Okay, so here we are mentioning it clearly, and here we are using the two argument inside the function. So with the help of this argument only, the data will be transferred to the user define function. Okay, so this is an example program for function with arguments and with a return type. So here I am mentioning the two header file, stdio.h and the conio.h. Here there is a stdio.h which is helping to use the printf statement as well as the scanf statement, and the conio.h which is helping for the clear screen. Then after that I am mentioning some main function, and we can simply call it as a calling function, and inside the main function just I am declaring the function name like void add. Inside the main function, inside the function declaration I am using two argument like integer comma integer. Okay, because from the calling function I am going to transfer data to the call functions. Okay, so followed by this function declaration I am using two variable integer a comma b. So with the help of this variable I am going to get the input value using the printf statement and the scanf statement. Okay, so followed by this statement just I am using the function called like add in the bracket of a comma b. Okay, add in the bracket of a comma b. Okay, so here when the control enter into this function call, automatically this control will be transferred to the user define function. Okay, so and while the control is reaching this add of a comma b, then automatically that control will transfer to the function definition like void add of integer a comma 1 a1 and integer b1. Okay, so here I am mentioning the two argument in this user define function. Okay, so inside the user define function I am using some local variable like integer c. Finally c is equal to a1 plus b1. Okay, so here from the calling function, this called function which is getting the input. Okay, so or you can say that this calling function will transfer the input value to the call function. Okay, so here with the help of the variable a and b we will get some kind of input. That input will transfer to the a1 and b1. So here a input belongs to the a1 and the b input belongs to the b1. Okay, and finally this a1 b1 the value will be added together and the output will be assigned to the c. Finally I am going to print the c and we will get the output. Okay, and I already told in this type of function the output value will not return to the calling function. That means that from the user define function any output value will not be transferred to the main function. Okay, so because we are not using any return statement inside the user defined function. Okay, so finally here I have mentioned the output. So with the help of the variable a and b, I am getting the two input like 2, 3. So this 2, 3 will transfer to the a1 and b1. Finally both value will be added together and the output will be stored into the C, and finally I am going to print the output is C. I am getting the output is 5. Okay, next we are going to see the third type of user defined function is function with argument and with return type. It is an important type of user defined function. So here the data is transferred from the calling function to called function, and similarly called function to calling function, or the calling function will receive the data from the called functions. Okay, so here it is a diagram for this function with argument and with return type. So here from the main function the input which is transferred to the user defined function, and from user defined function the output is transferred to the main function. So I already told the main function we can call it as a calling function, and the user defined function we can call it as a call function. So the data is transferred from the calling function to call function and the call function to calling function. So here multiple data transfer is happened in this function alone. Okay, so both sides the transfer is done in this type of user defined function. Okay, so this is an example for this type function with argument and with return type. So here we are mentioning the two header file stdio.h and conio.h. Already we all know that why you are using this kind of header file, and after follow that we are using the main function, and this main function we can consider as a calling function, and inside the calling function we have mentioned the so many instructions. So first instruction we are declaring the function. First instruction we are declaring the function. Here we are using the function name is add, and inside the function name I am using the two argument, because from the calling function I am going to transfer the input to the called function. So I am using two argument inside the function declaration. After that I have mentioned the three variable integer a, b, c, and here a and b which is going to get the input. So here with the help of the a and b only I am going to transfer the output to the user. Okay, output to the user defined function, and this c variable which is helping to assign or which is helping to get the output value from the user defined function. Okay, so see below this kind of statement I am using c is equal to add of a, b. So this add of a, b is nothing but the function call. While you are while the control reaching this function call, automatically this control which is transferred to the user defined function, and the user defined function will perform some kind of calculation. Finally it will transfer the output to the output using this function call, and this output will be saved into the C variable. Finally I am going to print that particular C variable to get the output. Okay, so you can clearly see this in this program. So we are getting the input with the help of the A and B, and this A and B input value will be transferred to the function argument like A1 and B1, A1 and B1. Okay, so here we are mentioning this statement in the bottom of the main function. So in that function we are defining the function like integer add of integer a1 and integer b1. So integer a1 and b1 both are the arguments that we are going to use in user defined function. Okay, so here the value of a which is transferred to the a1 and the value of b will be transferred to the b1, and inside the user defined function I am using the body of the function. So in this body of the function just I have mentioned return a1 and a1 plus b1. Okay, so that means the value which is getting from the calling function like a and b, so that value will transfer to the a1 and b1, so that value will add it together finally, so that output again transfer to the calling function using the function call. Okay, for example, So here that, for example, if I am giving the input like 2, 3 means this 2 which is transferred to the A1 and the 3 is transferred to the B1. These two things will be added together. That means 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. This 5 will be written using the return statement to the calling function. So finally in C variable we will get the output value like 5. Okay. So here I have mentioned the output like just I am getting the input like A comma B. The value is 2 comma 3. This 2 comma 3 both are added together. Finally it will be display the output is 5. Okay. And this is the last type of the user defined function, that is function without argument and with return type. Function without argument and with return type. So that means here in this function type, calling function cannot transfer any argument or any input value to the called function, that means user defined function, but user defined function will transfer or will return the output to the calling function. So this is the last type of the user defined function. Okay. So here I clearly mentioned the diagram. So from the main function there is no input transfer to the user defined function, but from the user defined function the output will return to the main function. Okay. So and clearly in this diagram I have shown that the function inside the function I am not using any argument. So no input will transfer from the calling function to called function, or no input will transfer from the main function to user defined function. But in user defined function I am using some instruction like return. So if you are using that return instruction, so automatically it will transfer or it will return the output to the calling function, or it will transfer the output to the main function. Okay, so this is the diagram for the function without argument and with return type. Okay, with return type. So this is the example program for function without argument and without argument and with return type. So already we know the purpose of the header file, and with the help of this header file we are getting the input value. For example, stdio.h header file which belongs to the input output statement, and the conio.h header file which belongs to the clear screen and getch statement. Okay, and here I have mentioned some void main, and inside the void main function just I am using function declaration, and function declaration means my user defined function, and I have declared my user defined function inside the void main function, and here my function user defined function name is add. So just I have mentioned add, so integer add of nothing. So here I am not using any argument, so I have mentioned the empty parenthesis, and below that statement I have used one variable like C. So this variable which is helping to assign the function call. So here I have mentioned C is equal to add of nothing. Okay, so while the control is reaching this function call, automatically this control which is transferred to the user defined function integer add. So here in this integer add I have defined or I have explained about my instruction like integer a comma b, and here I am getting the input value a comma b. Finally I am return of a plus b. Okay, so as already I told you, there is I am not using any argument inside the main function, so that calling function will not transfer any input to the called function, that means user defined function. So in user defined function I am getting the input value as well as I am performing the output operation. Okay, so input value as well as I am performing the output operation. So that input value will not transfer from the main function, but with the help of the return statement that output value will transfer to the calling function. Okay, so here I am using the return statement like a plus b. Okay, so finally with the help of the variable like a and b I am getting the two inputs, and finally these two inputs will be added together and the output will be transferred to the calling function, that means main function. In the main function I am using one printf statement to print the output value. Okay, so here it is the output of this program. So here I am getting the two input value 2 comma 3 for the input variable a and b, and this two value will be added together. Finally I am getting the 5. Okay, so these are all the types of user defined function. Okay, so in this session we will discuss about what is functions, and why you are using function in C program, and what are the types of function available in this function. Like I have mentioned, like there are two type of function, like library function and the user defined function. So library function is nothing but the built-in function, so it is already available in the C execution file. So whenever you are installing that C, so automatically this library function automatically will be uploaded. So it is an inbuilt function. Whenever you are using that keyword, automatically that inbuilt function will be executed. And second type you will learn like user defined function. So user defined function means user can define his own function according to their requirements. And already I said the user defined function having the 4 important types that we have learned. So the first one is function without argument, without return type, and second one is a function with argument without return type, and third one is a first function with argument with return type, and the last one is function without argument and with return type. Okay, so this session we have completed the whole topic about the function and its types, and next session we are going to discuss some different topics from the different subject. Okay, so thank you all. I hope you all understand about this concept. Suppose if you are having any doubts, means you can refer my PPT, and which is available in our department. Okay, so thank you all. Thank you again. Thank you.